done it for free. Back like 2 years ago, I was doing it for free. It does for head coaches. That's like, still, I'm very fortunate because I come down with my dad. But like, if I didn't, I'd be buying the plane ticket. Buying. But I mean, every coach you have to know just wants to do it because they love it. And I think one day you could be a good coach. Because once again, sure the evil things make a lot of money and the things that are exploiting others. Or, you know, if honestly there's some there's some good things that make money. You know, like if you're like a plumber, everybody needs a plumber. Or if you're a true engineer, great. But like what I'm coaching is a true I coach for Hudson too. They pay me more. They pay me more for a high school season in Hudson they pay all the coaches for free. My dad coached for 20 years in Hudson without getting paid a dime. He was doing it for free. Because he was like, no. Last year was the first time he got paid for it. I get paid $4,000. Yeah.
I mean, it's more hours of group practice and the one day.
But it's nice, dude, because once again, my dad's a guy, so like, if I'm like, I can't go, it's like, alright.
Well, Hudson has a lot of coaches.
My big thing in life is like maximize your free time. So like when you're young, run through a bunch of stuff. Because one day you're gonna be old and you'll be like, oh, I don't want to do that. But if you start now, like I'm planning some crazy trips with my friends. I have no money to fund these trips, but I'm gonna do it. Like after I take the bar this summer, I'm gonna go to Europe for like a month on my own, just a backpack and a train pass. And I'm gonna like probably sleep on the streets some nights. Like I'm gonna truly slum it. I'm gonna try to meet people and then sleep in their house. I gotta be nice. And then I'm also trying to plan like going into Appalachian Mountains with like no service and just a backpack for a week. Doesn't that sound fun? I don't know. I've seen so many people who are so unhappy. I know we've gotten a extremely lot of things, but so many people are so unhappy with what they do. So it doesn't matter how much you make, as long as you work. Because so many people do stuff that's like, they hate it. You only get to live one time. You only get to live one time ever. That's when you die. So go live it up. So for instance, I'm in Las Vegas, and I already hate to go to work. It's my job, so I might have to switch it up. Oh! Good effort, good effort. Yeah. Anyways, I already hate to go to work. It's important work. Like, the important work doesn't pay much. Like, I would love to be a public defender. I'd love to be like an environmental guy. Like, nobody pays me. Like, it's crazy. I went and got a terminal degree. Like, I'm a doctor, basically. I'm a first doctorate. And they're only paying me like $73,000. What the hell is that? Anyway, money, once again, doesn't matter. As long as I can pay for it. But I truly love to be a volleyball coach. I love to be a teacher at a university or like a professor. Those are my passions. Or I just know I'm going to start a business here pretty soon. I got some things in the works. The business is big. I can't tell you. This is in the works. We have a couple things in the works. It's fairly good money though. I mean, it's nowhere close to paying yourself off. I bought a $3,000 bag. What about a used one? They're still expensive. Used one without a credit card reader is still like $2,300.
If you would have made nothing on it,
Nothing. Yeah, nobody has cash. And then the issue is I could have bought a credit card reader, but the issue with those used ones is they're probably broken. And I don't know how to fix them myself, so I'd have to pay someone. it made sense to get this. And then if I don't, it's actually HAVC. Or I can sell it.
I've mostly thought about putting a vending machine in here.
Really? I'm going, you know, this is really great. I mean, I'm not voting. Actually, I think like $100 a month. Not in profit, but like in sales. Actually, this month already is supposed to be my highest projected month. It was December, and girls are playing and boys are playing. And it's only the 12th, and I already have $85 left. That's not bad.
How much profit was it driving my second?
Like, I double it. At least. Because I have to. Because I mean, I bought it for $3,000. So, for instance, if I bought something for like $1.50, it would be at least $3. But Phoenix is pretty sure. I think we're going to buy the building right next to us and have two buildings and put stand courts in the middle. It's a long-term play. But I think we're also going to merge with Summit Sports Social, which is like adult leagues in Akron.
Okay, yeah, that's probably smart.
And then we have like it would be packed all the time.
Yeah, you have like adults playing at night after a week.
Yeah. So
You could have same leagues in the summer.
I'm like my dad's lawyer in this transaction. I'm telling him, because obviously he's great friends with Logan and Will, but like, when you're in a business transaction with your friends, it's tough. Because Logan owns Summit Sports Social, so to merge it is difficult because what are you going to do with the equity and how are you going to pay Logan and compensate him for that? But the truth is, if we expand Phoenix, we're going to make our own adult leagues anyways, and it's going to eat into Summit Sports Social. So, but that's all secret information. I love it. I mean, I think Phoenix is like my favorite thing. It makes, I mean, it really changes people's lives in a good way. We're very fortunate to have a great team. A lot of people in life, like when I played, I had a fun team, but it was nowhere close to.
You got so lucky with our team.
Yeah.
Great team.
Really? I mean, like, there's, when my dad's like, are you going to coach it? I'm like, certainly, if I can coach the same exact team. They tried to make me coach another team. I was like, yeah, I will not be coaching that team. I talked to Sam on the phone. I was mowing the lawn. I was thinking to myself, I was like, am I robbing you guys if I coach you again? And Sam's like, no, you have to coach us again. Why would you do that? Because, like, I don't know, maybe you guys want a different coach, a different voice. Yeah. And then Sam's like, we don't really care. We just want to have fun, and we have the most fun with you. So I was like, all right, good job. I know. And it gives people an opportunity. Like, truly, we can recognize. There's a lot of kids on this team that, like, if they didn't have this team to develop, because now they're good, but, like, if they didn't have this team to develop, they would have never gotten to the point they're at. Confidence-wise, socially, volleyball-wise. I hope you guys continue your friendships. Anyways, wrapping up the entire thing is make everything you want come true, because you can. And in college, that's your biggest power, is that everything is funded by the college once you get there pretty much. So go make the student organization. I made 4 student organizations when I was at Mount Union, and I made my experience a blast. And Mount Union paid for all of those everything. We would go to mock trial tournaments, and they'd pay for the hotels, they'd pay for the transportation. I just made the trial team out of nowhere. Yeah, that's all I got. Do you have any friends that you think are going to go with you to Akron?
I don't really think so.
There you go. It's a fresh start. I'll tell you, I don't speak to a single soul from high school. Well, I was never, I don't have to be friends with high school, but I actually don't even talk to anybody about Union anymore either. So, in phases of life, and I appreciate all those people about Union, I really do. But like, you just kind of move through life. I already have such wonderful friends. Like my cousins, you already met Mitchell. Like Mitchell's my bestest friend in the whole wide world. And like he's born with me basically, so he can't leave me.
Who's your cousin?
He's great. I love Mitchell. One of my favorite beings of all time. But you'll find the biggest thing is like wonderful coach player learned this last year. He was devastated, but I'll save you the devastation. Is that a lot of people are temporary in their life. And it's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. There's literally nothing wrong with that. It's not bad. You know? Like Coach Ben from last year. I was so happy to hang out with Coach Ben at a tournament and go get food with him. Exactly. He was the 17-2s coach. Tall guy, long hair, cut it.
Oh, yeah.
He's a nice guy. But I don't really talk to Coach Ben anymore. And now when I see him, I'm like, hey, Coach Ben, and we pick up right where we left off. But like, there's nothing wrong with just letting people go and then having them come back and picking it up right where they left off. Because the truth is, in life, think about how many friends your parents have. How many friends your parents have? Are they super social? I have no idea. Well, my parents have like 3 friends. Like 3 like good friends, you know? And that's like the most you'll ever have. So if you have those 3 good friends or great friends, that's amazing. But don't feel like you need to, I already feel like you don't think this way, but don't feel like you need to bolster your stats by having a bunch of like friends you don't really care about. Good. That's my biggest college lesson. Unfortunately, Coach Claire had to learn. She was devastated. She learned that all of her sorority friends were actually the worst. And I was kind of warning her, but I didn't want to say it because that was rude. I was like, yeah, these are all the worst individuals I've ever met in my entire life. And eventually she learned that. But it's good now. And she's so much happier now that she doesn't have to be friends with me. You don't have to be like, I hate you. But you just be like, oh, okay, it didn't work out. 8 billion people in this world. And counting. You're going to do a good job at it. Okay. In everything you do.
Oh, that was spicy.
Couldn't do it again. For instance, I'm friends with Jaden's dad at Duolingo. He's always sending me,
You guys competing?
he's going to beat me no matter what. What's Jaden going to do? Is he going to go to like a tech school and keep going with the engineering type stuff? Yeah.
He's not sure, really.
Because I know he likes working on cars.
Yeah, he does.
You don't even have to go to college if you want to just work on cars.
He's thinking about doing Air Force, and I know he said also like
But Jaden's a good guy. I would say,
I'm gonna keep him.
hold on to Jaden.
Keep it good.
There's a lot of good guys in this team too. Like I have a Phoenix player that I used to play with. When I see him, he works at TSA at the Cleveland Airport. And every time I see him, we're so excited to see him. But Mitchell is on that Phoenix team, and that was good.
Did your brother play volleyball?
He played in high school, he played Phoenix. Because he played soccer mostly, that's where he went to college. He played soccer college. Our brother's good. It's really fun when you come tell him you play with like my ball league. Our brother just not throw back into it. Last time we played, I palm blocked him with one hand. You don't have any siblings, though, do you? You have older siblings.
Yeah. My brother, and then 2 stepbrothers and stepsisters.
Okay. How old is your biological brother?
He is 32.
Okay. So yeah, they're all older, right?
I'm the only child in the house.
Ah, me too. Wait, are you close with them still?
Not super. I'm closest with my biological brother.
Makes sense.
But he lives in Idaho now with we have my mom's side is like all stuff. So he lives out there.
Oh. Yeah, it's good. It's good to have like a brother, you know?
Yeah. He's coming home for Christmas.
Oh, that's great. You guys have any fun traditions you like to do?
Not really.
We have the Phoenix Christmas at my house. We have all the Phoenix coaches come over there when we come over. who?
I need one for my brother, mom, and stepdad. All of them need presents.
Here's my thought. And I'm different than many people. I'm not like a super gift giver because in my mind there's nothing I want. I already have everything I want in this world. But the main thing is I would give them a nice like handwritten, thought out card that you made telling them how important they are to you and stuff like that. That's my most important gift. Obviously there's stuff you can do like fun socks. But like for every holiday, every anniversary, every anything, I'm always writing that handwritten card. Like for instance, this is Claire and I's Christmas celebration because I won't see her again until next year because she's coming up today. And I drew her a wombat with a wizard hat on it, and I wrote a nice card on the back of it. But like, in my mind, like, there's nothing I want. Like, if somebody gave me an Amazon gift card, I would just give it to my parents because there's truly nothing I need. I have everything I could ever want in my life.
Money?
I don't have that, but I don't. Yeah. Or take them on an experience. The experience gift is the least, like, it's the most underrated thing ever. I'll be like, 2 tickets to the zoo. Let's go to the zoo together. Or let's go. I'm gonna take you to this park, or I'm gonna take you to the movie. Like, I think the experience is underrated. Because like, I don't need another trinket, and I hate wasted stuff. That's why I have like 7 clothes, and they're all Phoenix apparel. I have nothing. But as the Dalai Lama once said,
Oh, why do you talk about
I don't know his direct quote, but basically, he doesn't need me. But truly, once you realize, guys, the material things mean nothing to you, like what more can I possibly need? I have socks that have holes in them. I have this phone that works. I have Phoenix jerseys. And I have these pants that are slightly short on me. We're good. But like, what more can you possibly need? You have everything. I hate bloat though. I hate waste. Alright, let's go. Sorry, I was so involved in our wonderful conversation. Wait, short time, we're good. Put it in.